It's like that movie Free State of Jones, nigga.
Free State of Jones.
You see that bullshit before?
Nah, but that shit
It's
sound
always about a white savior. The white person always saved the nigga. Just like how they did that Harriet Tubman bullshit. I didn't watch the new
Bro, I
one,
ain't watched the new one either.
but I heard it was a white savior in that one too.
I'm tired of all it's been focused on the white credit. Oh, they were the white people that helped them. You got more focus on that shit than the motherfucking slave.
It was funny. I did I just posted a reaction video like a couple days ago with Andrew Schultz, and he was talking about canceling white Jesus. And this easily got the most like comments on YouTube. Anything?
No, it wasn't white Jesus, black Jesus, wasn't it?
No, white Jesus.
I thought he said black Jesus.
He didn't even say canceling white Jesus. He just said canceling Jesus. But then you always assume that whenever you hear Jesus is white.
Yeah.
Anyway, that easily got the most comments on YouTube. Everybody gets in a big ass fit and a rage whenever you talking about religion and or what politics, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What we dealing with right now, biggest shit in the world that I just turned off is the fucking COVID shit, which to me is nothing but it's just turned into politics.
It is. What it ain't.
It's Trump, politics. COVID. You can't talk about one without the other, or at least you don't hear it.
Right. But see, I'm thinking I think it's always been about that politics, but that scare tactic at first, the first scare wave made us blind for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's always been about canceling them polls, getting people not to vote to get his ass up out of there.
Yeah,
you know? And shit like and make their power moves with these stock. What's these stocks everybody buying up right now? Some Vasa, something like that. Some supposed to be the new takeover from Netflix and like travel and it's some company.
Is it like a search engine?
Something like that, yeah.
Like a Google type?
Yeah, I literally just read it before I left the house. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but you see all these stock prices and shit is surging.
Where my phone at?
Fucking all type of shit.
Well, let's get this proper introduction going. Welcome everybody back to the JMatt Show. I'm JMatt. This is the JMatt Show podcast. I'm joined here by BHill. We here for another episode. We be bouncing around. It's hard to be consistent. Like I blame COVID. COVID done took my podcast all the way out the game.
Consistencies during COVID.
What you reading? Is that the fucking title?
I'm trying to find
Oh.
it.
Well, this shit done took my podcast all fucking which way. Like I don't even know if I should really pass you the joint. Like with us being recorded on film and everything. Like they're talking about mandating masks in Ohio, right?
Did that already. After 6 o'clock, it's a ticket or fine or some shit.
So I read also. I don't listen to these reports that come on in the evening with every state governor talking. But how did he detail how they gonna do this monitoring of masks? Like, because I heard you could get a warning for a business, or if you a first offender with a mask or something. How are they doing this shit?
Well, the prices for businesses, like if you're in the service industry, the prices are substantial. You can get one warning. Everybody thinks gets a warning, but like the difference from a civilian and an actual essential worker from not wearing it is substantial as far as the amount of money. But how it's supposed to go is after 6 o'clock is mandated mask wearing, and you can get up to 6 months in jail, or like a.
Did you say 6 months in jail?
6 months in jail, or the fine, which more than what is accumulated to the fine. Most people ain't got the money for the fine, which is like what $1,500.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
So then they with the mandatory shit, I was talking to a police officer and he was like, man, we already been fighting with DeWine saying we're not pulling people over for masks. It's hard enough to watch the seatbelt. The fuck I'm pull them over for a mask, but that's more reason for them to hate us.
Exactly.
And like don't want to fuck with police officers. He was like, the Cleveland Heights ain't doing it, Shaker ain't doing it, Solon and some other places they coming together to talk to go to the mayor.
All right, let me back up because you be talking fast sometimes. But did you just say pull people over? So you got to have a mask on in your car? You got like fucked up.
Why you by yourself though?
You got me fucked up.
You see, that's why I got this one right here.
You got me fucked
here
up.
with my scooty. But the officers like, man, we ain't about to play that shit with people. Like they trying to make us force that law, but we already the captains and shit, lieutenants already going to the city hall. Like we not doing that shit.
Because that's what I'm saying. With the law, it's always discretion. Like officers always got discretion, which is why when this shit be escalating and getting out of hand, you always could look at an officer and be like, you really do have control over all these situations. You got the upper hand. Usually, if you got the weapon, you got the badge, you got the authority. Like, ain't nobody trying to go to jail. Ain't nobody trying to die.
They got the power. Cause like you the lead liaison between me, and actually the fucking justice system. You have the power to let me go and be like reasonable with me, or you can be an asshole.
Clearly,
like, you got the power.
I seen a bunch of videos that was surfacing. You know, everybody tried to get the opposite side of the negative shit, and you seen plenty of interactions. I don't know if they was putting extra sauce on it because they knew what was going on, but you seen plenty of interactions with white officers calmly approaching black people, calmly arresting them. Like, hey man, take it easy. Like, it's not that bad. Like, it's not that bad. Like, you know, just relax. Just relax. It's not that bad.
Because that's your real job, to be a mediator.
Your job is to serve and protect. You got to protect criminals too, to some extent, especially if you're trying to arrest them. Like, you can't just immediately dog walk a nigga. Like,
right, just persecute the motherfucker right on scene. Wow.
Serve and protect, man. Like, if you could assess the situation quickly, which you're supposed to be trained to do, and you can see, all right, this might be an agitated suspect. Let me put a little sauce on it, like what you used to have to do. Like, yes, sir.
Right.
Your boss.
Well, that's not gonna happen. Just you as officer the whole time. Yes, officer. No, officer. Okay, officer. Like, you're not being like, hey, Mr. Hill. Hey, Mr. Hill. Hey, sir. Or something like that. You like, hey, come over here. Get on the ground. Dude, you're not calling me by my name. You're not being respectful. You already coming to the car
It's so
on 10.
easy to lead with respect,
It's
even
easy.
if you're in a position of authority. But it be them people that want to abuse it. But I don't really want to get on that shit because we've been talking about a lot of the officer shit. Yeah, let's
to the show, man, to the fans. We miss
let's
y'all.
toast. Yeah, we definitely miss y'all. We gonna get some shit popping. We gonna get into the shits today because I wrote down a couple things.
I got a feeling what you gonna be talking about.
No, you don't.
Come on, man.
No, you don't.
Live. What's next month?
I actually want to know what you had on your mind.
What's next month?
Huh?
What's next month?
Next month?
Yeah.
Why you asking about next month?
What is next month? This is July.
August.
See how I did that? August Alcina. Okay, moving on.
That was good.
What do you think?
You got me right there.
I got you, man.
Share your thoughts. I've kind of shared a little bit, but let's get into it. Did you actually watch the whole interview?
No.
You didn't?
No.
I watched the whole thing.
I couldn't do it. Because the whole thing, I couldn't look at Will. It took me about a first minute or something into looking at his face. It was like, fuck that, man. Because I'm like getting all sensitive to the man and shit. Like, 'cause inside I know he's dying, crying, and like killing her and himself in his head. You know what I'm saying? But you, a public eye, you know what I'm saying? You got this type of standard to uphold. You go sit there and try to man this issue up and like be supportive of it, which is cool. Very wrong, but cool.
That shit was awkward, man.
That shit was stupid, dumb, awkward. This man's redness of his skin.
Oh my god, that was hard to watch. It was
talk about being an actor, bro.
Yeah, thank you. He had to put on all them I Am Legend skills. He had to put on all the iRobot, Wild Wild West. He did it. It was bad though, man. It was bad because, again, you could see how uncomfortable he was. Plus, you could also tell, at least I could tell, that was Jada's idea. She got the red table talk, and he just like along for the ride.
The ratings and shit they got over there.
It was a good business move for the both of them as far as, but I don't know, man. That whole thing was weird. I don't understand it. And it was only 12 minutes.
Right, but shit, that's all we seen was 12 minutes.
That's true.
So I'm thinking
they had a long conversation before and after that
before
shit.
it got publicized. You can't just let this be dropped on you and you could hold that much anger and emotion back, especially on live TV. You had to have been.
Did you hear him say, I was done with you?
No, I ain't watched the whole interview, man.
All right, well,
what I could.
How you gonna bring up the August shit and then not see the interview so we could break it down with the people?
I know the gist. I mean, you got all the memes everywhere repeating it like that. I just couldn't watch that entire thing, the entirety. I just seen him when he was talking about well, that's when we were separated, just like that. And her face.
Why you put the mask back on?
Because, like I said, man, it's goddamn.
Oh, it stink. Your Ben Gay is strong.
So
tell everybody what happened to you, man.
No, man, that's my business.
I mean, you tell everybody what happened, man.
Promotes my current.
What if somebody like sees your arms and be like, he might be a battered man? Like you be talking about your woman a lot. Maybe they might call the people.
She is heavy-handed, I tell you that.
So you might want to explain.
No, man. I try to get a little adventurous on the scooty bike. You know what I mean? Still a great product, but you cannot stand on the pegs and go down the street at the same time. It is not recommended. I read the
You tried to be a star boy on a scooty bike.
I was lit. I was on that number 7, good old number 7.
At what time in the morning?
It's about 1:38, if to be exact. I feel like it's a crime.
Was anybody on the street? Did anybody, was there
right
a passerby?
Nope, just me and the shorty was going down. She was first. I said I was going to try to show up.
Oh, she was with you?
Yeah, I tried to put my hands up like this. Well, I was standing up on it, motherfucker. Then I was going to put my hands until they turned around and look at me. Ooh.
Like, look, babe.
Right.
Look at me.
Man, did I bite it. I bit the concrete hard.
Look what I can do, babe.
Right. I had a fight with the concrete, and the concrete won unanimously. And,
unanimously?
Unanimously, man. So, yeah, do not stay seated. Stay seated on your scooty bikes, people. It's not for stunts, tricks, and none of them shits, man.
Oh, great. Thank you for that good PSA. Man. A lot of people
I still bite now. I just bought my cousin.
Might not think that they could stand up on a bike that weighs 10 pounds.
Man, listen.
But, yeah, there you go.
Goes Frazier, quick as hell. Whoa.
You deserve every little bit of them scars and bruises.
I laid in the middle of the street for at least 5.
You take that, Ben Gay. You take that, Ben Gay.
Right, you take that. You deserve that, Ben Gay. You Ben Gay, Brandon. Real talk. Back to the subject. When I first seen that shit come out, I thought August Alsina was just talking crazy shit. Because I heard he had crazy people issues. So I thought he was just like having like a episode for attention, like a Kanye moment for attention or some shit. For record sales, I don't know. And Jada Pinkett Smith, she still looks good in a motherfucker. And I roll around with her in the sheets or so, like the old folks used to say.
I'm not into tiny girls. She has no body. She's built like a Filipino boy.
And me, she'll have somebody. And she got a nice little bun. You know what I'm saying? A little fart box on her.
She's always had a pretty face, but for me, she's never been like a sexy individual to me.
To each his own.
Yeah. Like she's very small.
Compared to the woman you married versus her.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like I need some cushion for that pushing, man.
You know, that's a true
slapping pelvic bones ain't never fun.
Ain't nothing wrong with
You like pounding bones against pavement anyway, so like
I'm a fire starter.
Against other
the 2 sticks rubbed together creates fire, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Oh my God.
There is no light at the end of that tunnel, baby. I'm trying to tell you, them little girls they just all little, man. They are very, very
Clarify, because you said little girls. We mean little women. Small, petite women.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Grown adult,
small size women.
Petite size women. You know
yeah, the toss around
size women, what
we call them spinners. We love you guys. We love women. That's just, was that derogatory? That might be offensive.
No, it ain't. Because it's like, we ain't calling you nothing else.
I don't edit these podcasts no more. So we're going to have to let that ride.
Man, call it Ace.
All right. So what else? So we got August out the way. We talked about that. What else happened last week that's like honorable mention? Oh, Patrick Mahomes, his $500 million contract, $500 million for Mr. Mahomes.
10 years or 12-year contract?
Hey, you think Black Lives Matter movement had anything to do with all that money they gave us?
Hell yeah, he light-skinned too.
You think like, you know what, we fucked it up. We really dropped the ball with, what's his name, light-skinned kneeling nigga.
Right, with the kneeling boy.
We really fucked it up with him.
With the nigger, I mean the kneeler.
The white people say we really screwed the pooch on that one.
Right.
So they decide to go ahead and make things right with Patty Mahomes and lock him down.
Light-skinned guy.
See, that's the other thing. Like 10 years,
ketchup on everything.
You gonna how you gonna give somebody a 10-year contract and you don't even know if you could have like fans in the stands no more? With like 160 million guaranteed. Them numbers is so big, it don't even sound like it should be.
How many weeks is he playing a year?
It shouldn't even be possible to make that much money playing a sport, man. That's crazy, man.
But that's why we don't. That's why we.
But good to him though.
For America.
Yeah. Only in America.
I ain't gonna turn the shit down.
Only in America.
You can bet your bottom dollar on that shit. I ain't turning a motherfucking dollar. You heard me?
That's crazy though. I can't remember. Colin Kaepernick.
I knew the nigga name.
I could.
thought he was in the Air
No, I
Force.
really had a brain fart on the nigga name. But the thing with him, he basically not allegedly, he did lose money in the NFL, but he also made money
Endorsed up like a motherfucker.
with the same situation. It's like
Right, yeah.
it's like the nigga who invested in both sides of the war and shit to come out on top.
Right. You selling one motherfucker's a gun, the other nigga the ammo.
Like he still made money off the whole Nike side of it and the campaigns and the commercials, the Super Bowl ad.
But you know, like systemically, man, it's kind of like since Trump office, it ain't been nothing but racial shit. This must have been the most racist goddamn like presidential period ever before like actual slavery shit was still popping off.
Yeah, I was telling
like-
telling Shirley we kind of feel like we moving backwards.
Like backwards like a motherfucker, man. Because like in a minute, this Black Lives Matter thing, it went from thousands of people to now just like now groups of 80, groups of 40, and now you got to talk about Kanye West going for president, which he could never. Well, ain't no he can. But come on, man, that's another deploy, like a little stunt to get your man off. And now Will and Jada doing more freaky shit. Okay, now that's gonna deter you for a little bit. And then you still now you don't see people talking about Black Lives Matter and Breonna Taylor much no more and shit like that, and George Floyd and shit. Now they're distracted with the comedy social media. It's like all this right here, just like it's almost seem pointless.
I got a question though, for real, and I don't think neither one of us got the ability to answer a loaded question like this for real. But my question is, all these black people that's lost their lives, right? Mm-hmm. We could name the list. We T-shirts with a list that look like the Yellow Pages, right? Mm-hmm. What do we expect to happen? I get it. Everybody's talking about justice. Now, are we looking for retroactive justice where we go back and we persecute and not persecute, but we what's the word when you fucking
That's a good word.
Okay, well we persecute the people who killed the innocent black lives of men and women. Mm-hmm. Do we go back and like try to get them tried and convicted? Or are we just basically saying we don't never want to forget them, and if it happens again, we want the future people to get convicted? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I don't get it.
No, well, I see what you're saying. So I'm thinking like here, which is a very good question. I think hell yeah, you go back and you just like with all other criminal cases, like when you once get convicted, you finally get wrong for it. Like if you rape somebody, Bill Cosby and them, they got retro goddamn reaction from they old actions. So it's like hell yeah, you go back and make them.
We stay. So basically, and I'm asking because I don't know no better for real. I'm not involved in the protests and the movements and shit. So are we saying stay with the protests until all them cases get tried? Is that the goal?
Yes. All the cases get tried and to prevent future cases.
So when they get tried,
I would say even go back to wartime. I mean, or to the back slavery day. If your family profited off any slaves back,
you wild.
You hear me? Somebody go pay for that.
All right, so we got to start. We got to take baby steps.
You can go to jail or take your riches off of you and give it to that family or them slave owners.
But I do agree with you. Like T.I. was talking about on Instagram, Lloyd's of London, run that check. I'm with you, Tip. I'm with you on that. Run it. Anybody profit off of the death, the trade, that's human trafficking. It is. You can't do that anywhere in the world. It's frowned upon. Right. So I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is, damn, what the fuck? Damn, I lost my point.
No, you saying like you don't think you trying to say that's too far to go back?
Yeah, that's too far to go back. So if we starting with the cases that's right now in the news that everybody is familiar with, okay, because I like to explore all sides. What do we do if, we get them tried, but then they found innocent? Right. What do you do then?
Well, you're going to try them with hard evidence that they are guilty. You know what I'm saying? And then like you may not personally been that person, or you may have, but in the fact that if you benefited of any black death, of any slave trading, any whatever, your family has to pay for that. Just like our family's been paying for our whole damn since then. People are still paying. Like in Haiti, people are still paying back the French.
That's reparations. You talking about reparations?
Right. You're saying big reparations, but it should come from these families. It shouldn't be American money. It should be a family. All these people, which is probably is American. They are. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
So like right now, even the old slave people that the French enslaved from Haiti, they still paying back their independence.
Them families is nothing but corporations now.
But that's not right. But see, these families are still getting money from Haiti, and they're going right to these people for their freedom.
Oh yeah,
they're still
like the Clintons.
Right. They're people like say if I was from Haiti right now, and my great grandfather was a fucking slave, I'm paying for his freedom right now. Still, and mine, and that's fucked up. So if they can do that, heck yeah, you go back and get all that from them.
Yeah, but it'll never happen.
They'll never say never.
That's probably one of the closest things you could say never to. It's like seriously, like the odds of going back and getting financially compensated for 400 plus years is, I don't see how that happens.
Right, but you take that money trail. You follow the money, Jay.
I know the money ain't hard to find. The money is right there in the open, like I just said.
So the hardest part, like dispersing it?
No, actually getting it to happen. Because the people that
a fucking law, man, like everything else, mandated from a law.
But you're basically asking people that have that money to give it up. They're the ones who make the laws.
Yeah.
So you're literally asking them, can you give me my money, please? Can you give me some? Please? Give me some.
That basically in a nutshell, that's what you asking for. Layman's term, yes. And you got to find some way to make that.
How that sound?
Legislation, man, to make that happen.
Please, you want to give us some money back from slavery, please?
Look, pure facts.
How long niggas been asking for money?
Take the focus to the court. Pure facts on these big organizations that still wealthing in from these stuff like that. Pure facts on their ass, and they got to get the money up right then and there.
Nobody's arguing that these are facts, B.
I know. I'm just saying.
But we're saying logistically and realistically.
Right. The probability of that happening is probably
it's super slim to like what the fuck.
But
man.
even though everybody know that's the right thing to do, but why would it be so hard if everybody know that's the right thing to do?
The right thing to do is always the hardest thing to do, B.
Correct. Well said.
You know what I'm saying? These are things we should learn when you're young.
Right.
But unfortunately, we got motherfuckers who grow up in real fucked up situations who don't learn shit except for how to hustle for money.
Right.
And then money becomes their god, and then you get everything that's in disarray. But don't get me started on that.
Whoop.
Hey, whoop. Did you hear about the new shit though? We talking about Corona.
New shit.
The bubonic plague coming back.
Oh yeah, that's in China now too, right? Like in a little small village of China.
Yep. And they said that they fucking found it in a squirrel in Minnesota. A squirrel.
Who was searching squirrels and checking them for what?
Thank you.
And checking them for what?
Why you testing squirrels in the forest?
Squirrels. Like the squirrel got to, you know what? Grab that squirrel.
You know what? Let's see if he got the bubonic plague.
He got the boobs.
This nigga might have the boobs. Matter of fact,
he got the boobs.
You know what I'm saying? We need to let everybody know. Squirrels got the boobs out here.
Watch out for your neighborhood squirrel, your bubonic squirrel.
So remember, it was like, then it was before that. Well, it was the murder hornets. They tried to get us in the frenzy about the murder hornets. Then we learned honeybees could kill them niggas just by vibrations of flapping their wings fast around them and shit. That's it. These niggas die on vibrations, nigga.
Oh man, because I'm trying to find if you're talking about reparations. One of these states has just put that into effect.
You mean you mean not in effect? They put it on the table as a bill.
Yes. Yeah.
You know how you do Capitol Hill? I'm just a bill.
Right.
It's a whole process, B. So they gotta get. But that's what I'm saying. If I acquire Oprah's money, mm-hmm. and just like we be sitting on this couch, and black people in the community be talking about, if all the wealthy black folks get together, it's just like a black neighborhood, not even a whole city or community, a black neighborhood. Let's say the Huff neighborhood. Go ask Oprah, petition to Oprah, please save these 5 houses on this corner.
Oh, man.
What are the odds you think Oprah's going to open up her $billion checkbook and write a check just to save them 5 houses?
Right. Well, I would say this. Slim next to none, but if it was enough money coming back from it, notoriety. I mean, what new outlets? I mean, what am I actually gonna do here? Is there any branding I can make off of this right here? Hell yeah. 5 houses. When she in the crowd doing shit like this here, you get a car. You get a car. She could write that shit off. And
That's a crazy idea though. Branding reparations.
Hey,
how do you brand? We gonna market reparations.
Now you got
just like Black Lives Matter.
But it takes nothing.
Reparations or else. That's still gonna be the new slogan.
Right. Don't do that.
Reparations or else.
You better send it to yourself. Copyright it. Rep us and die. Rep or die.
Rep or die.
Man, rep or die, man. California Assembly passes reparations bill.
They passed it?
June 13, 2020. The bill still has to pass the state senate and is to be signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom.
Man, you got the trap phone buzzing over there.
I gotta take care of my kids.
Ew wee.
I got these kids.
You got a stable of them, huh?
Right. No, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Why you always got to be exploiting me on this show? This is not. This is JMatt exploit BHill show.
Anything. You could have let that comment pass right on through the wind.
No, not if you're listening.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about just randomly the other day? And this is before Shirley came home because she took the kids to Arizona. Kids in Arizona for a few weeks, right? So I'm thinking about how much I was enjoying myself while Shirley was gone.
I was just asking, what the hell are you doing? You didn't even make that up.
And I was like, she always liked to ask, did you miss me? And you have to say yes.
Yes, you got to.
But in real life, I don't think I've ever had enough time away from Shirley to miss her. Like, genuinely be like, damn, it's good to see you. God damn, where the fuck you been in this motherfucker? I've never had enough time. And I don't actually know how much time it would take for me to actually feel like that. This is a real thought. When the last time you actually missed somebody? It was like
when I didn't think they were coming back.
Ooh,
that's been the last time, and that's been quite some time. But when I didn't think you were coming back is when I missed you.
Now that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like now 9 times 10, me fucked up something, and I'm like, damn, that bitch done quit me for real. That's time, damn. Every day you're away from me, I'm like, damn, I missed the time. Now I'm thinking about every day we kicked it, that was good, and then shit.
Oh, you just got sentimental.
You just get
it's
that
like
waste of time.
You talk more like that you don't know what you
never miss a good thing
until it's gone.
Until it's gone.
No, I'm talking about really being like, okay, someone's coming back, but you can't wait for them to return. That type of shit. Like and then when they get to you, like, oh, I'm so fucking happy to see you, and you give that long hug and that embrace, and you rock back and forth. Shit, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit. How long did that take to receive to get that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment.
Right, that's a good question.
Ain't that a good question?
I'm gonna start trying to figure out when I'm away from people. I'm barely away from people. Shit. I'm gonna figure that out. We gotta test that.
Yeah.
That's that thing. You know, sure they should do the first test. You get the hotel room for about a month and see how much they're missing.
A month.
I go half on it because I'm chill there half the time.
I'm gonna have to solicit. Hey, for everybody out there watching and listening, if you'd like to donate to this experiment, my Cash App is the JMatt Show.
Go fund us.
Very easy. Because I can't afford a whole 30.
Man, but you know what? There's some people out there that works at the Marriott's like that. If you want some blow out for shout outs, run me a
you know what? All right, let's just say, for instance, it was 30 days. I know for sure I would start to miss her at least within the first 7 days.
First week. I mean, even though you're talking to her.
Yeah.
Just not seeing her.
Yeah, because I'm going to need something soft. I don't have nothing soft next to me.
We'll get a pillow.
Pillow ain't the same, man. I be telling Shirley, you the best body pillow ever.
In the world, Craig.
She's like, why you don't never let me lay on you? Because I don't have as much cushion.
My little chick, right now, she plumping up and shit. I be getting on her ass about it. I done bought the Keisha Kayor shit. She wore it 3 times and bursted out that motherfucker.
Not plumping up.
I ain't lying. She pumping up like a motherfucker.
It's not even hibernating season. We still in the middle of summertime. Right COVID what?
Fuck a freshman 15. She got a COVID 15 popping off right now. It look good right now because she's thicky juicy. Like, you know what I'm saying? My little ass, I'm all over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm handsy than a motherfucker, so shit.
I feel you. I feel you, man. I'm handsy too. I don't have a whole lot of like self-control.
I'll cut the fat off in the middle of the night in the AC, try to sweat the bitch out. She wake up in a pool of sweat. Okay, you look like you're down 2 pounds.
Now look, okay. Now here's a question. You don't have to be specific to your particular taste, but if you were to partake in something hefty, what would be the limit?
Oh, my weight limit? Shit.
What would be your preferred limit?
Oh, goddamn.
I mean, you're not a big dude, so like anything 170 plus next to you is is gonna look large.
Yeah. You giving it a lot. So
but
for women, 150 look large against me. You know what I'm saying? Because they go more stout while we're
But what would be your limit as to the?
I think about $180 for me.
$180?
Because like if you tall and just thick, you know what I'm saying?
$180 ain't bad.
And
like
woman,
because if like you say, if you tall,
right now if you just little 180, you hear me? But if you got like at least 5'5", 5'8", and you 180. That means you a thick girl.
That's something to tussle with.
You know how you a thick girl. You a thick girl.
Yeah.
And I don't mind that. Like my man said, your ass cushion for the
And
pussy.
180 looks different.
It looks different.
And ladies, if y'all 180 or anywhere around that neighborhood, we love the cushion. Trust me.
Trust me, do not.
180 look different. Shit. 200. I seen a chick. She on IG, it's full of every type of body type you would ever want to see, right?
Right.
My Explore page is ridiculous. I seen a chick, or at least she said she was 215. One of them workout chicks, short and thick, but solid.
Like Pinky?
Pinky.
You know Pinky.
Oh, God.
Don't act like
Pinky
you don't know Pinky.
Pinky ain't solid. I said solid.
Well, you know, she got this, when you started, she was that big, thick ass porn star that everybody liked it.
But
she was
about Pinky.
She was a chubby chubber, though. You know
Pinky's whole... You done threw me off because now I got visuals of Pinky. You know what was her signature shit? Was the tan lines. The tan line
on the booty.
Does anybody else do that?
I ain't see. She had a little friend to do with her. I was a Pinky head. I ain't gonna lie.
Pinky did the tan lines.
She started doing her little strap-on shit.
Purpose.
She lost me.
Tan lines.
Yeah, she lost me when she started doing strap-on fucking stuff like.
Strap-ons.
Yeah, she started.
Well, she lost me when she was doing the. No, my goodness.
I was here know this bitch whole catalog.
I heard she had like a couple sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah. She clarified that shit. She got herself tested and stuff like that. Got it cleaned up. Like,
so she had the cleanable shit. She don't have the forever shit.
No, I don't think she got the forever.
That's good.
She's still doing a little shit.
God bless you, Pinky.
But yeah, so like she was that thick ass motherfucker in a BBW that everybody was jocking. So I'm like, shit. And she had to be about 220.
No.
Okay, I say about $190 to 210.
You know what though? She did go. That's women do have phases.
Yeah,
they do phases, and you're right. Because I did see a Instagram like meme of her, and she was really large. Like looked like she was doing that that fetish shit where niggas be eating, like to watch women eat cheeseburgers and shit.
Yeah. I know a motherfucker who like watching food shit like that. I know a motherfucker like that.
Really?
Yeah. And that's fucking.
And it's a name to it. Shirley said something. She educated me actually. It was like it's a name for when watching people eat food and they make smacking noises and shit. Like what the fuck?
I told my
is
girl
shit?
she should do that shit. That's what I got because like when she eat crab and shit like that, she gets way too involved in it. I had to stop and just look at her like. And she said all the time because she like to watch and stuff like that because she like watching seafood. She the one like I want some crab legs like that. So I said, man, you should probably do that shit. Because, like, she got that exotic little look anyway. But her and seafood and shit is like, motherfucker.
Is it like orgasmic? Like, it's really like she a like, turn on? Like,
she be really like, if she give her some good sauce and some shit, she likes food a lot. She's a foodie. Okay. And, man, sometimes I look at her and I'm like, let me get a little sauce, all that little butter dripping. You know what I'm saying? It'll get you that way because she's like,
she ever try to bring like
she got a heavy mouth.
A cup of like warm butter to the bedroom with you and like drizzle you with warm butter?
Oh, and she had some popcorn and it fell on me. No, I ain't a fool like that. Look how skinny I am. You know, me and food just don't get along, big fella.
No, you said you were.
I smash one good time a day. One good, heavy, big-ass motherfucking meal. That's it. That's all it takes. And that's probably at the end of the day. I don't wake up eating and none of that shit.
Now it just came to me. I don't know how we got derailed. We was talking about Pinky and all this other shit. But what I wanted to say was, I was thinking about when Shirley was gone. And I was thinking about, like, being alone and, like,
alone.
And how little time I had alone as an adult. Nigga, I swear to God. Like, I had little time as an adult alone.
You said you were doing shit like this.
Fam.
It's quiet in a bit.
So, but I was like, all right, when you get like into a relationship with a woman and you really start to, you really don't know nothing about them until you live with them. Mm-hmm. First off, that's the truth. Line. And let me just cut to it. I did not know how much Shirley was involved as, like, not involved, like her and her parents, like, was close. Mm-hmm. Nigga, her and her mom talked daily, multiple times a day. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Crazy. It was the weirdest shit ever. She would talk to her mom every night before she went to bed. And I'm laying in the bed right next to her. It was the weirdest shit ever, B. It was one of them things I'm like, how long is this shit going to last?
To any defense, she's a pastor?
I was like, how long is this shit going to... I actually had... that was one of them things I had to actually tell Shirley, like, you're going to have to wean your mom off of you, in this department here, because this is a little strange.
I know what you mean.
So it'd be like... And that's a little minor thing. Like, Shirley won't mind me divulging that. Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women that had those type of relationships with their mom or with their dad. Mm-hmm. Some people's relationships is super tight. Some people tell their parents everything. I know a couple stories about a chick who used to tell her mama everything in regards to their sex life. Mm-hmm. That's uncomfortable.
That's very uncomfortable.
To know that your mom knows.
About how I'm doing you in the bedroom, the size of my dick,
what?
if I come quick or not.
Why does your mom know these things?
Unless you want me to hit your mama, you better cut it.
Bro, is this a sales pitch?
Right, you know what I'm saying? You better cut it, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Are moms off limits? Have they ever been off limits?
Well,
like, if there was
a age now, man, it's like I can. For most people, like, you can hit a motherfucker's daughter, his girl, or his mama.
See, I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking about that. We're at a weird age where
like,
we know dudes that's like dudes that graduate maybe 3 years ahead of us. They daughters is like 23. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, and it's like, look, she's legal enough to get.
Like, she was at the bar. I didn't even recognize her as your daughter.
And I don't look like nobody's damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen, I ain't tracking your kids, but if they're at the bar hanging out, I'm assuming, like, I ain't gonna be like, let me see a face catalog of who you might be. That's it, though. Fuck all dodge.
That's gotta be a strange situation.
Let the old woman be at the bar. She 50, 52, looking good still. She's a go.
It's a go-go.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you don't know.
You hear me? So you got from a wide range right now.
Yeah.
And you split middle of life right now.
Yeah.
Like,
you're right, because it's a lot of young. I ain't gonna say young. Let me take it back.
Right, watch. We gotta be.
Because I'm old. Right. Let me say I'm old. I might not look it, but
old.
I'm old.
I'm getting there.
I mean, old to if you ask a 19, 20-year-old about us, we're old.
You ask me about 19 or 20-year-old, I call them a baby.
But it's some 20-somethings that just like older dudes.
Yeah, shit. I mean, yeah.
They do. Like, remember when we was in high school?
I didn't get
how many niggas used to pull up
and take the young guns?
I used to hate these niggas.
Yeah, like, get y'all lame.
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Out here messing with these young bitches.
Y'all niggas 22 years old. Why y'all pulling up to
your age?
She in 11th grade, nigga. I'm trying to.
Bro, I used to be all about that. Fuck that shit.
But that's like, how it go.
You see how it is,
or that's how it was. Chick, let me correct.
Right, my little chick, she 9 years younger than me.
That's not bad.
It's bad enough if you think about it. When I was fucking 19, what the fuck was she?
But you're not supposed to think like that.
Right, I'm just saying though.
You don't take it back to like that, I could have been your babysitter. Like, that's not.
9 years from somebody is a lot of years from somebody, man. That's a big age difference. A lot of experience. You know how many days that is in between a motherfucker's life?
That's true.
But I mean, and that just is what it is. But I think that
It's not
I never
that
understood that when I was growing up about the older man. It's like, no, anybody want no older nigga. The mom used to tell me like, shoot, them young chicks want an older cat because you expect it to be already stable, put together, got your money, you got freedom. You give them shit they ain't got, show them shit they don't know. That's why the young ones want them with older guy. And so that's why they be like, women mature faster than men. No, you don't. You just fuck with old niggas to put you on the game. You know what I'm saying? If I was messing with old bitches my whole life, motherfucking shit. Yeah, man.
Speaking of old bitches, you know what I started listening to?
Old bitches?
Nah, the audio book.
Old bitches?
Pimp. Story of Iceberg
I'm
Slim.
about to say Iceberg goddamn, not Iceberg Slim. Fillmore Slim is what's his face? Iceberg motherfucking.
It ain't Iceberg Slim?
I don't think he was slim too. Was he slim?
I thought it was. I just started listening to the audiobook. That shit
I remember
is
that
cold.
book so long ago, and it's still relevant.
You
to this
read it?
fucking day. No, I remember my uncle had it.
Oh, okay, I'm about to.
He used to watch the Mac back and forth. He thought he was pimp.
Let me get.
That's how I
Since
got
you
the
got me
name
second
Fillmore
guessing,
Slim.
let me look up the title.
The something of Iceberg.
Cause I was just listening to. I'm on
Iceberg
chapter.
Slim.
Yeah, Pimp. The Story of My Life by Iceberg Slim.
Damn. So he got Fillmore Slim, Iceberg Slim. I remember seeing this documentary though. I ain't never read his book. How
The
is it?
audiobook is it's a good version too. Let me play real.
Where you get it from?
Little
Amazon?
Clothes would glow. My underwear would be rainbow
His
hued
voice is
silk
dope.
hitting my
So he-
skin.
I love that.
My suits were spun gold shot through with precious stones. My shoes would be dazzling silver. The toes were as sharp as daggers.
Hey man, I'm listening to this shit like, man, this shit is
How
crazy.
much was it?
It's on YouTube. This shit free.
Free?
Nigga, this shit is 11 hours.
You said an audio book on YouTube.
Yep. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, do them shit. Because I just got finished doing. I'm sorry I bought this shit too. From the BMF click. Sosa. He had like a little book out he wrote. He was supposed to put in one of the lieutenants for the BMF.
Why you salty about it?
Because it was bullshit. It was.
How you gonna? What is it? Was it like supposed to be a true story?
It's his account of the true actions. But it was a bunch of just like. It ain't detailed much.
So it sound was
Half the book
was
is
he like a
pictures.
major player in BMF or he just one of
was
those
He
that
was one of the top lieutenants of in there. Him and what's the face was real cool.
So
Mitch
did
was
he-
fucking with his sister?
did he write this book from being locked up?
No, he out now, and I bought it. I thought it was
How
some
the
real
fuck
shit.
he out?
They started trying with Southwest T had 15. Meets on the way out too.
Yeah.
From Corona, yeah. Southwest T, his brother, got out a couple of months ago
Word?
after 15 years.
Oh yeah, it has been a long time. I'm tripping.
But so they trying to release Meats now out of from Detroit. But he gotta get a picture from Detroit. Whatever. Long story. But anyhow, they both saying like, man, this motherfucker, he must be a fed, something like that, because he putting up like little stupid stuff and like pretty much they say he lying. And I didn't pay for the audio book before I bought Meech's one. You know what I'm saying? Like audio book. No, I thought it was an audio book. It said audio book, but it ended up being just you got to just read it. And it was like half pictures, half book, and like real short accounts of everything that made no quite like much sense and shit. And like, man, but I mean, I supported black people. Shit, fuck it. You got me this time. I don't know. I've been getting scammed this whole COVID-19 shit.
I was
Oh, I'm gonna put my shit on the drive.
yeah. You should have charged that bitch up. I was thinking you'll have some time though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Before we get out of here, what did I have on this list? I didn't have too much, but what is? Oh, did you have any thoughts? I haven't watched any of these verses, but T.I. verse 50. Who do you think? Who you think would win in that best of 20? Because I honestly, at first I was like, I don't think I like that matchup, but then I had to think about it. I'm like, actually, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it is because
And in my mind, I would go with T.I.
it's difficult for me.
I'm a fan of both, honestly.
I'm a big fan of both when they were popping, and like T.I., he got a lot of good shit.
And he made music a little bit more consistently for longer.
Yeah, but
Cause 50 fell off right around that Curtis album.
yeah, yeah. So if you think about breaking down genre shit,
Yeah,
T.I. go
it
get
ain't even genres. It's just your best 20 songs.
right. Yeah, so your best 20, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like they both
You
got.
got 21 questions from what's face. You got ASAP from there. Oh my god!
It's-
You know what? I think Tip go take it.
It would
but
be a
it's gonna
good one.
Very close.
It would be a very
because you put that. You can play just in the club. You know what? You can find me in the club. You know what that did for the club scene? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I don't like
Tip brought all that strip Turk music and shit to it, man.
I don't like how 50 is not replying to anything. He almost trying to him not replying to T.I. to me is like him trying to sun him, saying like you ain't even on my level of me worthy enough to even entertain this battle with you, which I think is disrespectful. Which is how 50 operate. He's just a disrespectful nigga.
That would be my point. I'm gonna say, but this is 50 Cent.
That's a disrespectful nigga.
Okay, this is the first plan. What he gonna do? He gonna build some hype up around this shit.
His way.
What's it? His way. He gonna want to get some real what's they call it, trolling shit. He want the fans to be really super hype about it.
They gonna have some
he
merch.
Have the biggest crowd there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. He gonna try to do something different and in his own annoying, staggerative way. But that's what makes him exciting. Because you always find a way to piss off the big person. No matter who you are, you find a way to just troll your ass really good.
I don't know, man. That would be a good one. But I was thinking like
T.I. go win that one, though.
Yeah, I would have to roll with T.I.
T.I. go win that one.
I would have to roll with T.I.
Because rubber band, man, shit. I'm a fucking ASAP. Oh, yeah. T.I. might just.
I'm telling you, he got a lot. And plus he got a lot of good features too.
But
where he's spitting.
Right, he got a lot of features. All his beats always been right though too.
Man,
I don't know, man. But then you got to think about 50.
He got songs with Justin Timberlake shit. Like he got some.
T.I. winning. T.I. winning.
Yeah, man.
Because right now, going through my head, I can remember more T.I. shit than I can 50 shit.
And I'm a big 50 Cent fan. Like, Get Rich or Die Trying was one of my top 5 albums, man. Bro, that whole album went hard. Lot of nostalgic memories.
The new one they got coming up too is supposed to be. I didn't really get that one at first, but it's Dog on Dog. But it's like DMX and Snoop. Those two different like catalogs for real. Due to involved, I'm not really sure.
Nah, DMX is smoke Snoop. DMX got two niggas. That's what niggas be disrespecting X, man.
They sleep on.
Just because he got a lot of bad times in his life, don't get it twisted. This nigga
X was a motherfucking man,
and he raps. He rap like hell no. He'll smoke Snoop.
Oh man, flesh of my flesh.
He'll get Snoop up out of here, man.
I don't know if he'll smoke him because Snoop a bad motherfucker too.
He ain't.
Because you can find yourself like this when he put.
But Snoop ain't never been known to be a lyricist,
right?
For real.
But you can find yourself like this.
Yeah, you gonna dance.
Snoop like
You gonna dance.
But then
I'm not. Let me take that back. Snoop does rap too. Let me take that back. But I don't know. Just in my opinion, X is just different. He's just different.
No, so that's why I wasn't thinking that would be a good match. It was smooth nigga versus a straight street jail lockup cat. Then you got Snoop smooth pimp ass.
Yeah, the energy different.
Yeah, if you got two different energy, it's kind of like DMX. I mean, no. T.I.
That's like Snoop and Too Short.
Now, that'd be some dope shit. Snoop and Short, oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Bitch.
Right. Yeah, Snoop and Short, that'd be a battle right there. That'd be a big ass battle.
That actually
and then
would be
Jazzy
good.
Faye versus motherfucking E40.
Not Jazzy
Faye E40?
Come
on, they both.
You know what I did think? Speaking of Jazzy Faye, I was thinking about they should do they doing right now like the A-listers. Do the B-list rappers next. Put Jazzy Faye on the B list.
Right, Jazzy Fizzle.
You know what I'm saying? And you could get like Joe Button and them in there.
Get
the B list niggas next.
Right, so Jazzy Faye and motherfucking E40 should do the B list versus battles. Because they both kind of like DJ.
Yeah, do the B list rappers.
Right,
man.
you get like Joe. You said Joe Button.
You get Joe Button and like Cassidy and shit. That was disrespectful to Joe. Joe is much better. But
go get Ace Boogie. I mean Ace Hood. Get Ace
hey,
Hood
speaking of like Plies.
T-Pain. this motherfucker. Oh, that'd be terrible.
You know what though?
That'd be kind of cool, terrible, because like they have some.
But they should do tiers of the different tiers. But you know what? A name that just popped up because you could do this whole shit. You could do this shit all night. But what level rapper is Beanie Siegel on? I put him as an A-list rapper.
If you talking about being lyrical and not like being popular, he's an A-list rapper.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
Popularity, that bitch is B minus. You're a high C plus.
Yeah.
But like, celebrity wise, nah.
Yeah.
But lyrically, I give him A tier caliber, man, because Beanie was very real into his rhymes.
You see, ain't nobody
That
gonna
Philadelphia
say.
Freeway was a bad motherfucker.
You know, ain't nobody gonna dare mention Gucci name.
Man,
you just leave this nigga out of this.
Man, I don't know.
Don't nobody want no smoke with Gucci.
Man, I think I just unfollowed Gucci just a little bit ago because I'm getting tired of these little bullshit rappers you throwing in us. These stupid little motherfuckers.
I never followed him.
Yeah, man. I thought it's when I forgot the joint and shit like that. I just wanted to see what's up, keep with the man Gucci. And now just like it came to the point where it's like I don't even believe that's Gucci no more.
Oh, for real?
Like, bro, I'm not convinced that's that nigga.
What?
That's just way too much of a 360 and like.
You think he a clone?
Man, that ain't Gucci, man.
What?
That ain't Gucci, man.
Why?
That just ain't Gucci, man.
You don't think people could make
stop just doing all the drugs as you in jail, scissor up, and get your body that damn right.
Oh, you just sound like you might be a little
without
jealous.
you just sit in the joint. That don't happen.
You might sound a little. You sound a little bitter.
I mean, I don't know.
You might sound a little jelly.
No, nigga, I ain't jelly on this one. Just like, just man, like even from like his look, his face and shit like that. I think they got the voiceover real good for him.
The voiceover,
yeah, man, that boy a voiceover, man. Like you're saying, like you don't hear this motherfucker really talking much. When he talk, it just don't really.
Gucci talk a lot. This nigga done a lot. He done interviews and shit. He done said he gonna. He done said fuck that bitch to Angela Yee.
Well, he got the voiceover.
Oh God, no. Oh shit.
Turn some.
Oh my God. All right, man. 600. She on the porch. V. Was she just on the porch taking a hose bath?
She was taking a whole bath.
Yeah, if y'all ever watch 600 Pound, My 600 Pound Life, this is just on in the background and it disgusts me. It's really sad.
I feel like we turned into a
the worst thing about these, the worst thing about this show is the people that just be bringing them their lunch and their dinner and their breakfast.
Bunch of boxes of KFCs, 18 donkey sausages.
The obese nigga be on the couch like, more! It won't fit on the plate. There's too much already.
The little backward barnacle.
It's not enough.
Fuck story over here. No, I used to watch this shit, man. It's like, how the fuck you let yourself get that fucking big?
They can't even make their own food. So it's somebody bringing them this shit. I just tell them niggas no.
Right.
Like verbal abuse can't be that bad where you just
wearing clothes for?
Can't take it.
Motherfucking blanket over your face.
Oh my God.
And with a zipper on it.
All right, man. You got anything else, man?
No, just
before we go.
The version looked was dope. No, I think I'm pretty much buzzed out. We talked about the crazy little freak life. So what you do? Okay, last thing. So what do you think is gonna resolve after this Black Lives Matter thing? How long do you think it's gonna take until it just completely fade off? Another killing first, or?
Oh, after the election.
Okay.
After we get our new president or whoever the president is gonna be, it'll fade away after that.
Okay.
Because if let's say for instance if Trump gets reelected, right? Do you actually see this shit keeping up for another 4 years?
No, I think we're about to be going to war. Civil war.
To who? No, I don't think so.
I believe so.
I don't think so.
We got some militant black people around this motherfucker that's ready. Everybody in suburbs relaxing. There's some motherfuckers out there ready to get it.
Nah, you can't go to war without having any structure.
Who ain't got no structure? Who ain't got the structure?
First off, before we talk about the structure,
right.
you have to have
structure. You said
you have to have.
You said destruction or structure?
Structure.
Before
we even talk about that, you actually have to define. There's two sides. So who's the two sides?
Easy already.
Who's the opposing side?
Have not.
That ain't that easy of a line to draw.
It is. Do you got something? Or no?
No, because truthfully, honestly, people that don't have, some of them don't even know that they don't have. People think that they have more than they have because we're so used to living on borrowed shit.
Yeah.
People think credit is everything.
Right. Yeah.
But what if the motherfuckers lenders who own the credit shit ain't giving you nothing?
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like people, them lines is blurred, man. Talking about it's not as cut and dry as you think.
What you just said could easily happen if they just stop. That's where the war starts.
If what stop?
If the people with the money stop giving up the money, that's when the war starts.
What you mean giving up the money?
Because like you said, the lenders and shit. Now if nobody ain't getting what
the
they
bankers?
need,
oh no, they'll always do enough to quell the rebellion.
I'm saying what you asked me. Well, the simple line is, if they want the shit just as much as we gonna want the shit. If they just stop doing what they doing and making people feel the comfort, then you will have more people reacting, and you'll have to see them and their discomfort, and that's where the war will start. Because I got to start taking some shit that you're not giving me that you have.
Ain't gonna be no civil war.
I think it could be, man. I think it's very close to being that.
If we had a civil war in this day and age, that shit would be
catastrophic.
Yeah, dog. That ain't even nothing anybody should even be like playing around with.
That ain't playing, but that's a serious fucking thing, though. Jay.
No, that's it.
Think about that.
What you think I got the stockpile going for?
No, so you know what that is.
I'm just saying,
serious.
Just in case. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, I can't foresee that happening because that is an absolute nightmare.
Right.
That's a nightmare.
It might not even be in our lifetime, but also we'll see the beginning of it.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna be hard to do a rebellion with 5G, and they can fucking hear and see every fucking thing and move you
but
make.
They ain't gonna be the only ones that can do that though.
Hey, listen, man. All I'm saying, we're gonna have to find where the hackers at. Right. You got to find the hackers and unite with them niggas.
Right, because they ain't all the rich ones neither, man. They got some rebellion in them too. You know, shit.
Yeah, we're going to find Edward Snowden ass and
right.
link up with him, get some help.
Like, right, you down or what, bro?
You know what I'm saying? Come on back to America. We got you.
I know, because he fucked them over big time. That was genius.
Yeah. All right. I think we out of here. It's been real JMatt Show podcast. I don't know what show this is, but tune in next time. I don't know when next time gonna be because with this Rona shit, man, and this nigga keep falling off scooty bikes, we might not.
Down today?
No, he didn't.
He said 5:30. Let it keep going. So, I mean, shit. Maybe everybody turn the block.
Last thing, though. Last thing. The only place I was glad to have a mask and would not mind wearing a mask where they should actually mandate masks and just you can't come in without one is fucking Walmart. That place is disgusting.
Fucking Walmart. I ain't been in Walmart probably.
Shirley forced me to go in there yesterday, and I just complained the whole time. I don't like the people that be in there. I don't like the crowd. I don't like the products in that son of a bitch. I don't like the fucking grocery section. I don't like none of that shit. And she be insisting on going that motherfucker. I'd be like, ew.
Little kids finger fucking over all the products. And
ew. I seen a little badass kid. His whole family had masks on, but the little baby is sitting in the nasty, infested fucking shopping cart, eating Cheetos with his bare hands, wiping his hands all over the cart and putting them back in his fucking mouth. But y'all got masks on.
Look how we look at people now.
No, I would look at you like that anyway.
7 months ago,
no.
This would not been an issue.
Yes, it would, because I'm a fucking germaphobe. You got your kid fucking eating Cheetos and grabbing a grimy ass Walmart shopping cart.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And your goofy ass got a mask.
Kissing him and he licking his fingers. He gonna touch some products on the shelves because he gonna ride past them. Then he gonna touch some shit into you. Then you gonna put it back. You nasty motherfuckers. Yeah, I don't like Walmart at all. You can't get me to go to Walmart.
This is disgusting.
Every time I went to Walmart, it was like at the end of the night, like 10 minutes left in there. Cause I know there ain't anybody gonna be in that bitch.
You go in there when niggas stocking the shelves and shit.
Right, because I can't stand that shit, boy. I can't stand
fucking
the people. This the people in Walmart. This is like all I'm just like motherfucking like, where did y'all even come from?
It's so nasty.
Why ain't you decent? Why ain't you decent?
Then it smells in there like different type of fucking people.
It's like right. It's like a bunch of leggings and old ass motherfucking jeans
and fucking Axe body spray.
Right, Axe.
On top of funk.
On top of somebody got a little spray. What's a little weed spray shit in the car?
Fucking hate.
It smell like a big ass pineapple. No, not just your weed spray.
Fucking cherry blossom bullshit.
Right, whore.
And we're out of here, man. See y'all next time.
Fuck Walmart.
Fuck Walmart.
And the people that come in it.